Yo guys, what's up? Shadow here, and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers.
Energy
Today
low.
we're gonna work a little bit more on the oxygen slash hydrogen storage. Also, probably today is gonna be a little bit a shorter episode, perhaps, because I normally record this when I get off work, and then I render them and put them online on that day, pretty much. And yeah, today I had an extremely long work day and I came home very late, so so that I can get done with this in a usable time frame, let's say that. It's probably going to be a little bit shorter than normal, so just keep that in mind. All right, with that said, let's get into it. First, I think before we start hooking all this stuff up, we might actually do that even way later when we do the layer in between, the maintenance level. We might even do it back when we do that. So let's design this room, which is going to be the control room. So first and foremost, we're going to need another vent up here, of course. That vent is going to be, let's see, somewhere here. Let me also get a conveyor. And obviously the vent is gonna be here. And then we're gonna have a conveyor right on top of it. This is gonna be then in the end connected with all of these. But I really think we will do this later when we got all the layers complete and we go to fix the maintenance layer. Okay, so let me just put some blocks here. There we go. So that is encased correctly. Very good. Now, what do we need here? I think we need some, not stations, seat is the one I've been looking for. We're gonna need some of these. Now, I think let's put like 3 and 3. You know, some here. Like that. And some over here. Just like that. And then we're gonna shape the room a little bit with these corner blocks so it doesn't look that blocky, so it has a bit more form to it. It will look much nicer this way. Let me just... Whoa, that was quick. Hold on, let me just weld these. Also, just in case you guys that are watching this, I was just wondering, how is the situation in the country you're in right now, with all the corona stuff that is happening? Because in Switzerland it seems to be like it's basically on the way to getting better. We only have like maybe maximum a dozen infections a day now, and it's going back. So it looks like the worst is behind us. Obviously, there's always a chance that there's a second big outbreak, but being optimistic here. But yeah, lots of rules that have been enforced over the last few months have been like loosened up, So basically, you can go to restaurants again. You can like in I think groups of 4. I think that's still a thing. Public transportation, there is no. Well, they still kind of tell you should probably wear a mask, but it's not a thing you have to do. Just generally, a lot of non-essential stuff is open again. It feels like everything is fine. It feels almost like normal again. Well, to be fair, I'm still working from home, so it's not perfectly normal. Although, I think a lot of companies actually realize that you can do extended home office without drawbacks. Because, I can understand it from a point of view of let's say a supervisor, that home office is, a scary thing in some capacity, because you don't really have a control over what the guy does when he's at home. Is he really working? Is he, I don't know, watching Netflix all day? I get that. You don't have the control that you would have if he's in the office. But Well, to be fair, if he's just doing shit all day, you will notice quite quickly. So, because of the coronavirus, a lot of companies were basically forced into home office situations, and I think a lot of them realized that it is actually quite feasible. Which is cool. You know, I don't know how it's gonna go for the place I work. If we're gonna just basically make this a thing now because it works quite well for us, or if at one point we're just gonna say, yeah, come back to the office. Because I have to say, from my perspective, for me, it has no advantages being in the office. Absolutely none. Because pretty much everything I do, I can do from here, or I go to the customer themselves, and that takes about as much time as if I was going from home or from the office to them, so that doesn't really change anything, so I don't know. Also, how is it in your country? Because I think there's like several different stages of countries right now. You know, there's countries where it's almost completely gone. I think New Zealand is one of those, where they say, we're completely free now, we're good. And there's countries who are right in the middle of it. It's kind of difficult. There's still a lot of travel bans going on, and tourism is still suffering. It's kind of hard to tell at this point how it's gonna go, you know? Also, it's kind of interesting. You see which branches of, you know, the workspace actually suffered the most. You know, especially like like restaurant industry and event industry. You know, basically the guys who organize concerts, and not just the guy who organized them, also every guys who work there. You know, like roadies and stuff like that. That is pretty much gone for the whole year, for the most part. I mean, if you're into it, Wacken Open Air has been cancelled, of course, which is kind of a bummer, but you know, we're gonna survive, but it's kind of sad that got cancelled, but they had to. I mean, it would have been a liability to say we have an event of 100,000 people, all like nowhere near 2-meter distance between each other, and they're coming from all over the world, and we have like no control over it. It's like that would have been a very, very bad thing to do. So it is very understandable, but of course it's a bummer. Well, you know, there's always next year. But that really makes me wonder how it's gonna look next year. Is it gonna be completely gone, you know? Is it just gonna be a thing that we live with now? Is this just gonna be a new thing? You know? Basically, well, I don't, not quite knowledgeable on that subject, but let's say there was a time where there was no flu. And now suddenly there was the flu, a lot of people died, and then at some point they figured out how to kind of fight it and how to stabilize it, and now we just live with the flu. Is it going to be the same with Corona, you know? Basically, next year, or like, let's say in 5-10 years, somebody's going to be like, oh fuck, I got that winter Corona again, bummer. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to really figure out how this is going to play out in the end, how much it's going to have an impact on us as a society. It's really, really weird. But yeah, you know, it's just something I was bouncing around in my mind recently. Okay, so it looks like we're done for the most part. Now, what I would like to do in here as well, but I would have to change a few things about this world. Namely, I should enable scripting. What I could do is get an LCD, and with, I think, automatic LCDs 2, I think it's called, I could potentially, like, put a screen, like, in the middle of this room, maybe here, that basically shows me the oxygen storage percentages. Something along those lines. That would be kind of cool. I'm not sure if it's really necessary, but it would be an interesting thing, you know, to put in there. Let me just grab a few things here that I think I need for this. Yes, oh, do we have this place? Did I grab this place? I didn't! Aha! Would you look at that? Alright. So I'm just gonna put a display here for now. I'm not gonna put anything on it for now. I'm gonna think about the idea of putting that script in. Oh god, energy critical. Oh yeah, and also catwalk, of course. Now, if the LCD screen is here, the catwalk is actually gonna be no problem. We don't even have to attach corner lights to it, which is kind of nice, I suppose. We need to get some girders and some tubelets. That's what I call the small tube now. Tubelets! Little tiny tubelets! There we go. Where are there are the girders. Let me just charge up some energy. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna slap on the lights in all the rooms, and that's gonna be it for today for the most part. Maybe I'm gonna put on the put in the doors as well. Just so we have basically the room completed in itself, you know? Because I have to admit, I'm quite tired today. I'm still very hyped for the upgrade, by the way. That is... I don't want to wait. Really looking forward to it. Could be very, very interesting and change a few things about what I'm going to do with this ship. So, we'll see. But yeah. Oh, not enough small tubelets. Okay, let's put some lights up. That should be fairly easy. Let's just... I don't even think we need to adjust them in a big manner, because it should be fairly simple. Let's put one... yeah, let's always leave like a gap of one between. I think that's fair. That was wrong. Just a gap. Just like that. Of course, these will not have any power right now as well, because the sun is in an awkward position for us to have power. Let's see. We're also gonna put... Let's put one here, and then... Yeah, that's perfect. Right? And then we might have the door just here. Yeah. That is great. That works. I really might need to add some more solar panels to this whole installation, because it's kind of annoying not having lights in here. You know what I mean? Although I'm not quite sure if I could just fix it with more solar panels. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Oh, that was terrible. Good aim there. Oh, gee. Well, okay. That worked out really well, didn't it? Also, I've been looking into another interesting game. It's not quite like Space Engineers, but for me it falls into the same kind of category, because it's like a open world building things kind of game. Satisfactory, it's called. I think it was out for quite a while on Epic Game Store, and now it came to Steam, so I got it for myself. And looks very interesting. It's a game basically about automation of, well, factory processes. Kind of like if you know... oh god, what is that game called? Jesus. I cannot even remember anymore. There was another game that is just exactly the same, but from a top-down perspective, like in a old-school style graphics a little bit. But yeah. Okay, you know what? Let's put the doors in. Oh, that's gonna be a troublesome thing, though. I have to be a bit careful, because if I put the doors in and weld them, and the power is out, basically it's gonna lock me in. So we have to be a bit conscious of that. Let's see, how much do we need? About 120 of those. An interior plate, we need about... Well, actually, we might need some more here. 160. Let's just grab a little bit more than we need. I think we might have the inventory space for it. There we go. Some displays, computers, and motors, and then we should be all... Oh, I turned off the dampeners there. Let's see. Displays, computers... and motors. Right, that was it. Okay. Let's see if we can put these in, and then we're done for now. It's gonna be annoying, seriously, because I cannot see the frickin'... Oh, light on! Light off. Alright, the first door is here. Or do we even put doors in between those? I'm not even sure now. Because it would be quite easy to put in... You know what? I'm gonna put holes in for the vents. And then we're actually gonna put in doors. Yeah. We're gonna do that. Okay. Just place down a door right here. So there's gonna be one here. Put some materials there. Then here's gonna be a hole for a vent. That should be easy. You could also add these a little bit later with the maintenance layer. Oh, right, the doors spawn open, so actually it's not a problem. Good idea. There we go. So wait, there's a an opening for the vent, and then there's another one. It's gonna be about here. I think that's fine. And then another door right here, and another one here. Yes, I think... we even got enough materials. Beautiful! Alright, so with that, technically speaking, everything is correct. So I'm just trying to get a good screenshot while it is freaking on. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Seriously, I'm sorry, I'm very tired today. Next time it's gonna be a bit longer episode, I hope. I hope next week is not gonna be as stressful as this one. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.